Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniature, and it's time once more for our weekly painting progress. And thankfully, progress has been made. It's been a very progressive week, if I do say so myself. Productive, progressive, I don't know. You pick your adjective, verb, words of choice. Words are failing me at the moment. But my paintbrushes are not, despite being as frayed and as crazy looking as they are, and me just steadfastly refusing to replace them. I don't know what it is, and I'm sure some of you out there can relate, that you've got those brushes that you just cannot let go of. They're your go-to brushes. They're filthy, they're nasty, they've seen better days, but dag nabbit, they're getting paint, and they're putting it on. Anyway, this is just your weekly reminder that Dork Factory has their current crowdfunding campaign on Kickstarter and is now into stretch goal territory. It's been funded. They've got fully modular units of humans fighting all kinds of wonderfully nasty bugs and worms of various spindly limbs style. So if that's something that might interest you, I got a couple bases done myself. If you have seen in the past, my brother did some as well. And we're well on our way with just the sample models alone, never mind the actual stretch goal stuff or the actual models that are in the campaign, to having a nice horde of bugs to combat the human survivors. So this looks like something up your alley. By all means, click those links below and let me have more stretch goals, please, because I like their models. Alright, what else we got? Oh, we got this dude. I kind of jacked it up. This is Nabbit from the more recent Mario games as he's leaping away. Maybe not the best print, maybe not the best paint, but I don't care. I was going to give it to one of my ex-students who is a Mario fanatic. I am sure he'll appreciate it. He'll probably call me out on the fact that I already realized that. Yes, and I know it is quite sloppy on the face there. It is supposed to look like that. But his teeth are actually the opposite way. It's supposed to be three on the bottom that are pointing up, not down. But I guess that's only for those astute fans that are really paying attention. Considering even the most random, bizarre models, such as these, I do try to pay attention to how they're supposed to go painted, and I still goof it up quite often. And you'll notice that he's totally off-center as well. That's 100% me. Yeah. Let's just pretend it was totally on purpose, right? Right. All right, what else we got this week? A very glossy, despite... This is frustrating because... So I picked up... I know the last few weeks I've had super glossy stuff. Picked up some semi-gloss Tamiya dull coat cans over at the hobby shop because that was all they had left. And it still comes out really... super duper glossy, but this is one of the mutant infected people, and I guess I didn't paint it exactly as it is shown in GW's samples, but that's okay. They're like undergoing transformation pre-spawn. They're just wild fun models. I actually was trying to paint it up like the Jackal guys in similar colors that I've had on here in the past. Somewhat recently. I like a little bit of cohesion between all of my Chaos units. Even if they'll never play in an actual GW game with all of their friends that are not by GW, we still want them all to look kind of the same. What else we got? Because I am continuing to just paint away at these Heartbreaker... I want to say... trying to think who sculpted them. Not Bob Ollie. Maybe. Anyway, Impact Miniatures has all of the molds for the old Heartbreaker stuff. So if you like some seriously old school cast resin goblins and greenskins, they've got plenty there. God, that looked a lot less glossy when I was painting it. But anyway, we had to do a wizard one. Don't know if he's a wizard, if it's a he even, for that matter. But it matters with these little goblins, but I'm just going to continue to pump them out My goal being that I will have a nice horde of them for a summer campaign of Cell Swords and Spell Slingers from Ganesha Games, which is a fun little rules set, and it's always nice to have a variety of little green guys for it. That's a GW one. I was trying to grab more impact ones. I guess I don't have any handy. All right. I guess going with the theme that got started with the Nabbit there, we have another leaping guy. This is an assassin Ratman from One Page Rules. Again, despite the glossiness, it's not a bad model. I didn't do the best paint job, I didn't do the best print job, and yeah, I know it's super duper zoomed in. And I think at least from a distance, it's going to have a decent tabletop standard aesthetic to it if we can keep things in focus a little bit better there. Funny thing is I was painting him at the same time as an Avatars of War Goblin who's kind of doing the same sort of action. So I was hoping to have them both done this week, but it didn't happen. Okay, I'm not even sure who this guy's from. I want to say it's from Broken Anvil when they were still actually doing the STL stuff, and they did a whole space magic thing with plasmoids, because that's basically what this guy is. He's supposed to be like a plasmoid assassin. And you guys, if you've watched me and listened to me enough, I do have a certain fondness for models with too many limbs, so I had to go with this guy, kind of a rogue assassin type one with no face. And the funny thing is that even though these are all, it's like a week of purple so far, I didn't actually paint them all at the same time. They've all been in different stages, and come to think of it, our goblin friend is, I guess that's a darker purple, but still. That was not intentional, it really truly wasn't, but it seems to have happened anyways. And to continue with that squatting theme, we've got another of the Samurai Sumos from Kyoshineko. And yeah, I did paint his Fundoshi underneath there, so if you want to paint Samurai Sumo butts, by all means, knock yourselves out. Now I'm not liking how I did his face, but again, I know it's like super zoomed in. Distance not bad, looks like he's got a fun little smirk. It's gotta have a squat going on. Huh. I thought I put his buddy on a 32mm base, but I guess I did not. I was thinking, I actually enlarged the prints of these. I think I did both these at like 115, 120. I mean, they're supposed to be Sumo. I wanted them to be a little bit bigger and bulkier, you know, than the average Kyoshineko model. And not that there's anything wrong with them. I mean, they're actually quite nice at the scale they're at. Maybe I should have just expanded the axis that affects the belly. I just wanted them thicker and fatter, because that's the way Sumo should be. And I like the skin tone I used on this one. This one's okay. It's kind of splotchy and rough. Everything underneath it kind of shows through. And what's interesting is this guy, they're different skin tone. Whatever. I'm rambling about other things. Okay, where were we? A weird mix of stuff this week. One last guy. I don't remember what he's called. I'm pretty sure he's from a From game. He's from. I feel like he was in Elden Ring. But this was a Bestie Arab Knight. I like the paunch. I like all the chains. I like the big smacky mallet. The jovial face on him. There's a lot of fun to be had here. I was going to do something else to him now. I can't remember what. Maybe I still will. So not a bad little haul. And I'm trying to prep because in about a month, as I've mentioned a couple times, I think, on here, we'll be heading to Japan for a few weeks with the family. And I'm not sure what my electronic device situation will be for that trip, so I got to figure that out and start prepping, planning, filming, and conserving videos for said trip. So we'll have some goodies to keep you guys company while I'm gone. But I should at least have... I do have my Discord stuff set up. So if you're on there, come find me. Harass me. Give me more things to go waste money on, by all means. Show me your stuff. Like I've been trying to do, if you are on social media, I've been just tagging everything that I paint when I remember to post it with that weekly painting progress, and by all means, I wholeheartedly encourage you all to do the same, because I'd love to see it. And as I mentioned earlier, we'll have those links to all these goodies down below, so you guys can indulge yourselves in just as many models as I do. Although I feel like I'm slowing down lately. Nothing's like jumping out at me, I've noticed. Like, I still have a few Patreons that I'd like to really follow and support. And, you know, there's the odd physical release every now and then, but I don't know. It seems like everybody's kind of really playing it safe right now on the tabletop. So if you guys know of anything, by all means, seriously, put it in the comments, put it on Discord, send me a message. I'm always looking for new and interesting things. And I was like digging through some of my old videos. I'm like, dang, I got some serious funk. Now I got to find where I put those guys, but, you know, I definitely was into some seriously weird figures earlier on in this channel's history. And, I mean, it's not like it's disappeared, but I need to bring that back. But the problem is finding that stuff. So, I guess I do need some help in that regard. Anyways, I will let you all go. Hopefully everybody is staying healthy and happy, keeping busy, and continuing to paint. And hopefully better than my jobs. So with that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.